Which video editing software is best and why? Let's talk about that. What's up? This is Sabir from WS Production and welcome back to my new video. I got too many questions on my previous video, but the most common one that which software is best for video editing and why? There are a bunch of video editing software that you can use for your video editing, but I will talk about only those which are most common and handy to use. The first one is Final Cut Pro, which is only available for Mac. Final Cut Pro is amazing software. There are a bunch of options where you can edit your video in professional way. The best feature of Final Cut Pro that you can edit your multi-camera videos very easily over there. It supports ProRes RAW format. You can also edit 360 videos over there. You can do a lot of things with your video. Even if it comes to color correction, you can do a best color correction on your video. It's only available for Mac. But if you're a Windows user or Linux user, what should you do? Let's proceed. The second best video editing software is Sony Vegas Pro. Sony Vegas Pro is available for Windows. The feature of Sony Vegas Pro that it supports a lot of things. It supports HDR, it supports Pro Resolution, RAW format, 360 video editing. Also, you can motion track your object in the videos, you can do video stabilization, noise reduction, and a lot more in Sony Vegas Pro. There is multi-track audio environment where you can control your audio in a pro way. If you're a Windows user, download it and enjoy your editing. Now the third one is Filmora, which is beginner video editing software. If you're a beginner and you want to edit your videos and you don't know much about video editing, you can use Filmora. Filmora has many amazing features like green screen keying, like audio editing is very best there, 3D LUTs, video stabilization, but in Filmora the features are limited. Okay, if you're a beginner, just use Filmora, no problem, but if you want to go with more features, then you should use other softwares. There are more in the list, so I should... Now coming to fourth one, it's DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is very handy and great software which is also used in feature films. It's an amazing software. There are a lot of features in DaVinci Resolve where you can edit your video like professionals. The most interesting and great feature that I love the most is color correction in DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve will provide you a lot of great features in video editing, in audio editing, in color correction, even in compositing. It will provide you a 3D environment. So my feedback on DaVinci Resolve, it's a great software, just go with it. Now the fifth one is Adobe Premiere Pro. This is the software that I'm using for my video editing. All these software are very handy and great, but Adobe Premiere Pro is the one which will give you a freedom in video editing. The interface of a software is very necessary and Adobe Premiere Pro has very easy and simple interface. There are a lot of things available in it. You can color correct your video in a professional way. The audio mixing is great. The timeline is easy to flow with. For the previous video editing software like Sony Vegas and Final Cut Pro, there are also third-party plugins, but for Premiere Pro, every new third-party plugin, it will be available. If there are some complication in my audio, I can directly go to Adobe Audition inside Premiere Pro. This is a very great feature in Adobe softwares that you can interconnect all of them with each other. If you need simple compositing, you can do it in Premiere Pro, but if you need some complicated compositing like 3D shots, then you can go with After Effects inside Premiere Pro. Now if the color grade of the video or color correction of the video is very complicated, I would definitely go with DaVinci Resolve. Now coming to Resolve, which one is the best software? I've discussed all of the feature softwares which are best for video editing, but I know there's question in your mind that which one is best among them. As I said, I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro for myself. I would recommend Adobe Premiere Pro. For color correction, I would definitely recommend DaVinci Resolve because it's amazing. It's very great for color corrections. For simple editing, you can go with Filmora. Sony Vegas and Final Cut Pro, they are amazing. But if there is need of compositing in the video, then you would definitely go with Premiere Pro because it's directly connectable to Adobe After Effects. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question about this video or editing or compositing, just let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And I will see you in the next video.